This is looking at the difference between diamond, which is this thing here, and graphite, which is this thing here. So diamond is a colourless solid, usually used in rings. It's incredibly hard. It's used in cutting tools. And this is graphite, usually used in pencils. It's also used as a lubricant. So diamond is hard and it does not conduct electricity, whereas graphite is soft and it does conduct electricity. And to understand why something is hard or soft, or why it does or doesn't conduct electricity, we have to look at the way that the atoms are arranged. So in diamond, and this is just one small bit of the whole thing, each carbon atom, because diamond and graphite are both made of pure carbon, is arranged in a tetrahedral shape, and each carbon has 4 strong covalent bonds on it. 1, 2, 3. These ones here will have other bonds, but you just can't show them because this whole thing is just a snapshot of a small piece of diamond. Graphite, however, is arranged in layers. So there's a layer that looks like this, a layer like that, and a layer like that. And the fact that it's layers gives it the properties that it's soft and that it conducts electricity. So the reason why diamond is hard is because all the atoms are held together by strong covalent bonds. Remember, a covalent bond is a shared pair of electrons. So if you wanted to snap a piece of diamond or break it off, you would have to break one of these bonds here, and these bonds are very strong. So because these bonds are very strong, it's hard to break the structure down, so diamond is hard. This is different from graphite. So graphite is soft. And the reason why graphite is soft is because each carbon has a maximum of 3 bonds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And because it's got 3 bonds, there are weak forces between the layers. So this is one layer, this is another layer, this is another layer. And because there are weak forces between the bonds, it's easy for the layers to move and slide over each other. And because the layers can slide over each other, it makes graphite soft. So graphite does conduct electricity, but diamond doesn't. So electricity is just the movement of charge. And the charge can be either electrons, like in a metal, or it can be movement of ions. Remember, an ion is a charged molecule or atom. For example, sodium and chloride in salt water. Go back one, sorry. So graphite conducts electricity because there are delocalized electrons between the layers, and these delocalized electrons can move. So if you imagine this is some delocalized electrons, this is some delocalized electrons, these can move. So the delocalized electrons between the layers can move. And remember we said that electricity is the movement of charge, and it can be the movement of electrons or ions. And because in graphite there are delocalized electrons, and these electrons can move, graphite conducts electricity. That's different to diamond. So diamond is made of atoms. All the atoms are held in place by strong covalent bonds. There aren't any free electrons because all the electrons are tied up in bonds. And there aren't any ions. So graphite conducts electricity because there are free delocalized electrons. But diamond does not conduct electricity because diamond has got no free electrons and no free ions.